All right. Hello, my name is Charlotte, and I am the owner of Aroma Oracles. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. This is going to be all about Cancer. Today is June 1st, 2025. If you find this on a different time, that is totally perfect. It's timeless. This is all for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, all of that. It's timeless, but today is June 1st, 2025. So I'm kind of just doing it for the month of June. But again, if you come across it another time, it's totally meant for you to find it at that time. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see, I'm going to start with these fun little cards. I like to call these my magic cards. It usually kind of sums up the whole reading in one word. It's like your word of the week. It's just a little extra bonus. So let's just go ahead and set an intention. Woo, that just like flipped right out. We'll set that to the side. We'll see what that is. We'll reveal that afterwards. I'm gonna go ahead and bliss up. This is my bliss blend. I love essential oils. So I like to start with a little essential oil, kind of just get grounded. Welcome in all of the angels, spirits, guides, committee, and guardians of Cancer, and all of mine, as I have the privilege of being a conduit today for Cancer. Oh, it smells so good. My bliss, it's so great. You can find that on my website, which is charlottewarren.com or aromaoracles.com. It'll take you to the same place. So that is available there. Let's see, let's just go ahead and get started. So Cancer. Cancer is the dates of, let's see, let me just check my notes here, June 21st through July 22nd. Cancer. I have a lot of Cancers in my life. They're such kind souls, very family oriented, very intuitive. They're very nurturing, and it's an emotional sign. It's a water element as well. Cancer is, and if you like to play with tarot cards, their major arcana is the Chariot, which is kind of nice. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's see, where is Cancer at right now? Right now, where's Cancer? Okay, ooh, we got Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Nice. We're gonna go over them all together. And then let's do some guidance for Cancer. Thank you. Whoops, almost dropped it. Oh, Willow the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. That's guidance for you. What's hidden for you right now is, let's see. Oh, you got a few things here. You got gathering around the power of community. The Wailing Tree, reconciliations. You got dancing on one foot, balancing act. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Any challenges that's going on for Cancer? Let's see. Challenges, please. Oh. Ooh. Eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. This is going to be good. Let's see. How about some encouragement? Adaptability, woodwives, and some possibilities for Cancer. Let's see what other possibilities here. Possibilities, please, for Cancer. Whoops. Angel, spirits, guides, possibilities, please. Thank you. Well, you got a few here. This is gonna be good. Okay, so some possibilities for you right now is some connectivity, me-toxing. Again, we're gonna go over everything again. I'm just kind of showing them real quick. The whale song, resonating, fool's embrace, transmuting the pain, and empty the well, time for release. Oh, that's some possibilities and some great action for Cancer at this time is many masks, authentic self. Ooh, all right. So let's dive right in here. Let me get a lay of the land here. Kind of just look at the cards, digest them here, make some space. Okay. So first and foremost, where you are right now, so it's Sky Bridge, possibility for union. So this could be a friendship, this could be romantic, this could be a business union, and this could be also a union between you and your higher self. What's coming forward? As we get deeper into the reading, I'll kind of understand a little bit more about that, but a possibility for union. So maybe that's what's going on with you right now. Maybe you're meeting some new friends. I'm going to just throw another little card here. You have a lot going on here. There's a lot of cards here on the table, so I'm speculating at this point that you're going through some big growths right now. So this is probably a union between you and your higher self and your authentic self. And whoa, sorry, I made a mess here. Between you and your higher self, your higher knowing, the spiritual you. Let's see, any other messages around possibility for union, please? Angel, spirits, guides. Do you have anything else? Okay, thank you. We got empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. She's like looking through the looking glass. The reflections. I know when we're very empathetic, it's very easy to take on other people's things, other people's stuff. We need to return that to sender when it doesn't belong to us. So when we are creating a union, we want to make sure that we're still staying in our authenticity when we're branching into that. I'm going to circle back around about this because I would like to see the other cards that are on the table and kind of really reflect on that. But yeah, so maybe you're in that space right now. Maybe there's a union going on. Some guidance for you right now. I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting over. I had a really bad case of laryngitis. I like completely lost my voice. And it's really nice to be able to talk again, but I'm still a little raspy, sound a little bit like Peppermint Patty. So forgive me. So guidance for you right now at this time is Willow the Wisp. So treasures hidden in the shadows. So when we're thinking about that, like some guidance for you at this time is like really remembering, like, we don't need to be victims of our past. We don't need to be to go too far deep down the rabbit hole. We all have trials and tribulations, right? We've all had good days and bad days. We've had like good runs and bad runs. We've had all of those things. And what's really important to remember is that we need to have that contrast. We have to have the contrast in order to expand. That's what we do. So it's like when we have, I'm not negating, there's some really terrible things that happen in the world, and I understand that, and I'm not downplaying anything by any means. But sometimes when we go through challenges, when we're in it and we're in the soup, it's so challenging and it's so easy to just get so absorbed and get down and depressed or whatever is going on, and kind of get a little bit of that victim mentality. And so sometimes it's hard to pull ourselves out of that. But what we really need to remember is that these things happen for us so that we can expand. So like, you can think of like, I don't know, something that's kind of coming up. Maybe somebody made fun of you while you were in school when you were younger, and it's kind of like held on to you. Like Billy made fun of your dress when you were in the 3rd grade, and now you never wear dresses because you just think that you don't look good in dresses, and you have like this whole complex about dresses. I know it's a little dramatic, but I'm just trying to use it as an example. So it's like, sometimes when we actually see that, it's like, wow, that was like an opportunity. Yeah, I was a kid then, but now I have the opportunity as an adult to kind of understand, like, that's not truth, first of all. I bet you look amazing in a dress, whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. But, you know, like, it's not truth. So it's like when we can look at it and understand, like, some of these things, they don't serve us anymore, and it gives us now the opportunity to choose differently. So when things happen to us and we got into maybe a bad relationship or whatever, we learned these different things, there's always a something. There's always like these treasures that are hidden in the shadows. You know, there's like these enlightenments, these revelations that we discover within the darkness. There's always a spark of light somewhere that we can always grasp onto and understand, like, oh, wow, I get to totally choose differently. I get to, you know, like, now that I understand that, now that I've been through that, I know that I'm not going to do that again. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you have like this information that's given to you, and there's this expansion that happens. There's this growth and an empowerment that happens. So sometimes when we're in the soup, it's hard to see that. So this is simply a reminder. This is like a guidance for you. Like, just pause and take a breath. Lean in on your guides, lean in on your higher self, really listen, ask, is this a paradigm belief system? Is this somebody else's belief system? If it's somebody else's, send it back. If it's a paradigm that no longer serves you, just let it go. You have the choice. Sometimes it's more powerful to do absolutely nothing and be quiet and wait for the answers to arrive. You know, we're such an action-oriented society. Sometimes it's good to pause and understand and discover those beautiful treasures that are hidden in the shadows, right? Okay, so that's some really good guidance for you. Some things that might be hidden from you at this time that you might not be understanding, or that you just have maybe overlooked, or you're just not seeing, or who knows, I don't know, but something like that really right now. So balancing, these are the 3 cards that fell out. Balancing on one foot. So the balancing act, it's like a beautiful flower that's about to blossom, and it looks like, you know, like a ballet dancer, you know, here, what's going on. There's the wailing tree, reconciliation that's going on here, and then this gathering around the power of community. So when I look at, whoops, I just totally dropped that on the floor, pardon me. Let me grab that. Sorry about that. So when we look at all 3 of these cards together, it's like, so this is the way they fell out. So balancing act, reconciliation, and then community. So when I look at these, it's like a little reading within itself. It's like, okay, so you might be teetering. Right before that, you got this message of, like, you know, treasures that are in the shadows. So maybe you've been kind of like expanding and going through some things right now, and, you know, just little things have been happening right now. So it's like you're kind of in this recovery mode, you know, like, whoa, just trying to dial in and process of what's been going on. And there's been like this balancing act, and it could have been anything that's going on, you know what I mean? But it makes you feel a little unstable. But this is a reminder that there's this beautiful blossom that's about to bloom. There's still grace and there's still beauty when we're doing this stuff. Like, where can you find the comfort in the discomfort, you know? And it's, again, having those reconciliations, understanding, like, yeah, some days we need to get cathartic and cry our eyes out and do whatever, but there's this reconciliation that, like, the things that no longer serve us, let them fall off the tree, just like in the winter, like just before the winter when the leaves fall, you know? It's like, let them fall down and let yourself be cathartic. Let yourself, you know, feel the feels. It's okay. It's okay to have all of those things. So having those reconciliations, like understanding, like, wow, I really went through a lot just now, and it's okay to have the feelings that I feel, you know, and I'm going to just process for a little bit, and I'm going to take evaluation and say, this serves me and this doesn't serve me. This is good for me. This is not good for me. And, you know, and you can kind of just take inventory of what is good for you and what's serving you and what is going to help you grow, you know? So it's really this beautiful, like, reconciliation. And the best thing that you can do in those times is hang out with the people that light you up. Like, look at them. There's like this dancing act that's going on, and then there's this dancing act that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're by yourself, and then there's this community. You know, it's like, you look really beautiful here, but wow, such joy. And butterfly here, this represents transformation. So hanging out with the people that light you up and being in the power of community and like-minded people and the people that just make you feel good. You know, it's really important. Even if it's just, look, there's only like 2 or 3 little fairies that are in there. If you have only 2 or 3 friends that just really embrace you and get you and talk your language, like hang out with them, spend time with them, you know, allow them to lift you up, allow them to embrace you while you're going through your wailing tree. It's a beautiful thing. We're meant to be in community, you know, we're communal people. We're meant to be together all the time. So lean in. I understand some people I love to have my private time and be alone, and I love those processing times, but I do love my friends. I love to be able to hang out in my community and hang out with the people that light me up, because I know in turn, as they're lighting me up, I'm lighting them up. And there's this beautiful exchange that happens, and it totally brings the light to the shadows. It's so beautiful. So definitely, maybe this is just something you haven't considered for a while. Maybe it is, I'm not sure, but it's in the position of what is hidden from you. There's opportunities for you to really process and expand that are here for you. Yeah, sounds good. What might be the challenge that's happening with that, and there seems to be a little bit of a theme, is rising above the fray. So the eyes of the eagle. So rising above the fray means like there's so much static in our world. There's so much input. And then on top of it, we have our own personal problems, right? And then it's just like even more staticky. And it's just like somebody left the TV on and it's just like, shh, just static. And there's so much input that's constantly going and pointing at us and pulling at us and stuff like that. Sometimes we need to take a breath, pause, breathe, allow ourselves to rise above all that static and get the bird's eye view, right? And that way we can kind of see and get the lay of the land and really see what's going on, and understanding it's not as crazy as it feels when we're in it. When we can get out and above it and look at it, we can evaluate. And then we can decipher like, okay, I want to work on this right now. And then I want to work on this. It's not like, I have to work on all of this. You know, it gets a little overwhelming. So taking that bird's eye view and rising above the fray, it might be a little challenging for you, but I invite you to just try to take it in bite-sized pieces every day. There's something that someone told me the other day that was a really great suggestion to me, is to write down every morning, who am I? Just simply ask that question, who am I? And I was like, wow, you know, like I think of like, okay, I'm Charlotte and I am an intuitive reader. I host retreats and I do, you know, you can say all the things that you do, like I'm a healer and I do all these things, right? But who am I? You know, like maybe today I'm just somebody that's going to chill out and watch Netflix all day. You know what I mean? And tomorrow you could be somebody totally different. I am productive and I'm working on like my whatever, you know what I mean? And really like honing in on that. And it helps us to kind of step into our authenticity, which is really beautiful. I thought that was such a really great suggestion. I was like, wow, that's a really great idea. So I'm doing that for the month of June. I'm going to do that every day. And just ask myself every morning when I wake up, who am I? Who am I today? You know, I'm still Charlotte, of course, but it's like, who am I? And then you discover you have all these beautiful facets about you, and it's really nice. Anyway, I could go on that for a whole nother half hour. And let's not do that. So back to what's going on with you. Some encouragement that's happening is adaptability, woodwives. So the encouragement here is that, so when I think of Cancer, Cancers are very, very grounded and very family oriented and very like, just like, they're just so nurturing to themselves and to the ones that they love. And they're very rooted and grounded. See, like this is like a tree. It's this beautiful woman kind of in the tree kind of, but she's very grounded, but has this adaptability to switch in the fall, you know, have fall leaves and allow those leaves to fall down. And then there's new leaves that are growing and the beautiful sun is there. You know, there's like this adaptability to be able to kind of go with the flow and understand and have the knowing that they're very well rooted and they're not going to fall down. It's going to be okay. Source has got your back. Source is helping you all the way. And again, if you're leaning in on the community, your tribe, hanging out with the people that light you up, they got you, right? Even if it's only one person, it's something. You know what I'm saying? So having that adaptability, that's an encouragement of being a little flexible and understanding like things are going to change. The leaves change every single year. You know, it happens every year, and then they come back in beautiful green and flowers, and it's really nice. So these beautiful possibilities, these beautiful possibilities that are open to you. So you got 5 cards here. So I'm just going to kind of rattle them off real quick, and then we'll kind of do what we did for the other group of cards. So you got empty well, time to replenish, fool's embrace, transmuting pain, the whale song, which is one of my favorite cards, resonating, me talks, preparing the body, mind, and spirit, and jeweled web connectivity. There it is again, hanging out with the people that light you up. Look at all those beautiful sparkles and little light beings that are in there. Hanging out with the people that light you up. That's going to be, maybe your tribe is expanding. Possibilities of, you know, your tribe is expanding, and really having awareness of who it is that really lights you up, who it is that's very supportive of you, and that you can be of support to them, and having that beautiful jeweled web. So this one really stands out, and I kind of want to talk about it. I know it looks kind of creepy a little bit. This Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. So when you look at this card, it looks a little creepy, and it's like spiky, and it's kind of like a creepy like fly person kind of thing. But that's kind of like what we feel like when we're feeling cathartic, right? When we kind of go down in the hole and we're just having one of those moments. Maybe it's a day, maybe it's a week, maybe it's a year. Who knows what's going on? But you know, it's like we get in that sensation and we feel that way. But Source is always with you. Source is going to shine down with you and hang out with you in your darkest of times and your lightest of times. Always, always, always. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but I promise you, Source has always got your back. Always. So when you're in these moments of feeling this, it's so right here, it says Fool's Embrace, transmuting the pain. So it's really about, when I see this card, it's like, it reminds me of all the things that may have happened during my life, maybe some traumas or challenges or anything like that. And when, like I said earlier, it's like when you're in it and it feels yucky and sticky and sad and dark, and you know, you're just in it. And it's really hard to kind of get out of it. Luckily, if we can lean in on our tribes, right? And hang out with the people that light us up, or even just lean in on Source. You know, there's always, even if it's just like the size of a grain of sand of light, that's what you grasp onto. And it's about transmuting that pain. It's not about putting it in your pocket and not thinking about it anymore, because it's never going to go away. It's the very makeup of who you are, which in my opinion is absolutely beautiful, because we're here to have experience. Right? We chose to come to the planet as a spiritual being, having a human experience to expand and experience. So the good, the bad, the ugly, the feel goods, the feel not so goods, all of it, we're here to experience it. So when we can rise above all of the craziness of it all and really see it as it is from the higher perspective, like Source would look at it, then we can understand like, wow, those moments in my life were pivotal. Those were transformable. Like, whoa, when I look back at that, I have sad feelings, yes, but how can I transmute that and embrace it with gratitude that was a part of me, that was an experience of me, that's a page in my book, that is the very makeup of who I am. So it's about transmuting that pain and allowing the glory of that to come forward and be a part of who you are, right? And sometimes what we need to do is simply just empty the well. And it feels very empty, and it feels very vulnerable, and it can be really scary, and it takes support, you know, Not everybody can do it on their own. So it's great to be able to lean in on somebody, even if you're just going to a therapist or whatever it is. Sometimes we need to just completely empty the well so that we can replenish and be refilled, and be embraced again once more and detox ourselves. So this says me-tox. So it's about detoxing everything, your energetic hygiene as well, preparing the body, the mind, and the spirit, all of it, cleansing it all. So it's really about, you're transmuting any of those moments, any of those things that are inhibiting you from moving forward and being all that you are, being your highest potential, and detoxing them and cleansing that and making it clean again. And the way to do it is just empty it, allow it, give it off to spirit, totally just allow it to shed off of you, hang out with the people that light you up. And then this card, which is my absolute favorite, this is the whale song. This says resonating. If you look at this, there's a whale that's inside this big bubble. So in Native American culture, the whale, they're the record keepers. They're the know-it-alls. They get all the skinny on everything. They keep the records of the world. The whales, they're amazing. And so in this picture, this is in a big bubble, and the bubble's like starting to break off, right? It's starting to pop and it's starting to shed. That's you. You're starting to cleanse and clean so that you can burst out of your bubble and swim the oceans. It resonates within you. You are in it. You have the knowledge. You have the wisdom that's in your very DNA. This is you, and you are beautiful and amazing. Embrace it, and all of it, the good, the bad, the right, the wrong, the ugly, all of it. It's who you are. Embrace it with gratitude and love. It's amazing. You are a gift to the world. Do not forget that. You are a gift to this world. You didn't come here by mistake. I don't care what anybody says. It is not a mistake by any means. You are meant to be here. So the action to take is to be able to step into your authentic self. In Toltec philosophy, the masks, it's not about hiding. It's about the different facets of who you are. Whoever you are, the teacher in you, the mother in you, the father in you, the brother, the sister in you, all of it. It's all the different facets of who you are, so you can step into your authenticity, Cancer. You are doing it. This is a really good reading. I'm really excited. I'm sorry if I was talking really fast, but I want to just recap real quick. So the possibility for union, what just popped into my head now that I've gone through all of your cards and everything, you have been getting ready to be ready. You have been doing it. Just like Esther Hicks says, you have been getting ready to be ready, and you've been clearing out the cobwebs. You've been going through and taking inventory and finding those treasures in the shadows. You've been building your tribe and hanging out with those people that are lighting you up and clearing away. You have the reconciliations of what's going on and what serves you, what doesn't serve you. You're jumping out and looking from above, getting out of the static, understanding that you are the offspring of the Creator, and you have the adaptability and the ability to do anything. You can do anything. It's all there for your taking. You can create it all. And so all of this is just like clearing out the cobwebs. You're totally just like cleaning the slate. It's like, I've been having all these experiences and it's been so much fun, and I'm just taking inventory, and this is great. And now I'm ready to the next chapter. So here I am in all my authenticity and all my different facets and beauty of who I am, so I can stand in my authentic self. When you're living in your authentic self, you are living in your highest vibration there is, higher than love. Your authenticity, true authenticity, you are vibrating at the highest frequency there is. And that is powerful. That is really, really powerful. I am stoked for you, Cancer. Wow, I am stoked for you. And your birthday's probably coming up here. That's like, what is June 21st through the July 22nd? So it's coming up. That's exciting. So you're probably going to be going into a new life path. That's exciting. To find that out, what is that? That's like your birth month and day plus the year in numerology. So, like whatever your birth month, it's the, 07, so it's 7 plus whatever. If your birthday's June 21st, that's 7, and 2 plus 1 is 10, so it would be a 1 plus 9 because we're in a 9 year, so that would be 10. So you're starting brand new. You're going into a 1 year. That's exciting. So this makes perfect sense. You really are. You're starting anew. You're reevaluating everything. You're starting anew. Whew, that is just juicy. I'm so happy for you. All right, so let's move forward. Let me get just a little sip here. Getting a little thirsty. All right, let's see. So Cancer, what's the last message for Cancer? Let's do these cards. All right, any other messages for Cancer at this time? Okay, we got 3 cards here. Stand tall in all your glory of who you are. That's beautiful. In your authenticity. Love who you are. Love who you are. Look at it. It's a beautiful butterfly. Butterfly is transformation. Oh, that's beautiful. And then you also got sing your own song. Cancer, this is about you. You're stepping in and you are stepping in your authenticity and you are ready to shine. Yes, look out world. Cancer's coming on the scene. That is really awesome. This is such a beautiful card. Wow. So love who you are. Stand tall in who you are. Just like the oak tree. And sing your song. Just sing it. All right. So that's really cool. So I like to choose these cards in just about every one of my readings. I can never remember the name of this deck, but they're questions. So you don't have to answer these questions right now. It's really kind of just to keep your energy activated after all this information that was given to you. It's an open-ended question. Just simply ponder it, meditate on it, see what comes up for you. All right. Question, open-ended question. All right. Wow. Okay. So Cancer, you got rest, renew, and recharge. That makes perfect sense. You're doing a lot of work right now. So make sure you take care of your body as well. Drink lots of fluids and get some rest. So what does this question here is, what does your body crave and need right now? We definitely need to honor that. Look how beautiful that card is. Here's what it says. Get that into focus there. So simply ponder that, meditate on it. What does your body need? What does your body, one more time, what does your body crave and need right now? That's a good one. Yes. All right, let's pick you a crystal. Crystal for Cancer for the month of June, please. Crystal for Cancer, please. Angel, spirits, guides, Midi guardians. What's the crystal? All right. Ooh, yes, I love this stone. You got serpentine. That's what it looks like. I'm going to read it for you and then I'll show you. So serpentine is often called the infinite stone. This stone aids in being fully present. It is a huge support for letting go and in forgiving others and ourselves. It is effective in transmuting anger and resentment while restoring balance and joy. It is very beneficial for pain relief, parasite elimination, and sugar issues. This stone may assist with healing heart, lungs, and regeneration of the cells. I'm not a doctor. This is just what the cards say. Okay. And then this is actually the perfect card for you after this reading. It really makes sense. An affirmation you can say while you're carrying this stone is, I forgive with ease. That's a good one. And then there's some companion essential oils here. I love essential oils. So they suggest here is palmarosa, cypress, frankincense, and coriander. And I'll create you a link for that. So if you want to purchase any of those, there'll be a link down below for you to purchase that if you're looking for that, if you don't have anyone to get essential oils from. You definitely want to make sure you're using clean oils. It's very beneficial. We don't want to put anything with synthetics on our skin or on our body or in our ingesting any of that kind of stuff. We want to be very conscious of that. So yeah, serpentine, that's a really cool stone. I love it. And so I'm just going to hold this up here for you so you can look at it. Maybe take a screenshot if you'd like. That's great. Cypress is great. Cypress is great for circulation and stuff like that. Frankincense, I will never be without frankincense. I love frankincense. All right, so serpentine, that's a good one. We'll put that down here. Is there anything else that's calling for Cancer? Any other messages? Maybe a little affirmation, although you got a little degree in that one, but Louise Hay is kind of calling out here for you. So let's see. Is there any? Whoa, that just like flicked right out. I love and accept each member of my wonderful family. They, in turn, love and adore me. All is well in my world. I bless my family with love. So here's that. Do you want to take a screenshot? A little message from Louise Hay. These are her power thought cards. So we'll put that there. And then our magic card from the very beginning, it usually sums up the whole reading in one word. It's like your word of the week for fun. Acceptance. This is very appropriate. I can't make this stuff up. They're all very synchronistic. What a great reading, Cancer. I'm really excited for you. Big expansions. You got this. You're doing great. You got this. You got this. So many blessings to you. My name is Charlotte and I'm with Aroma Oracles. If you have not liked, shared, or subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. I love all of that. It helps me grow, and I really do truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that you have a blessed day. And if I don't catch you, happy birthday. And actually, I know I'll catch you soon. So I'll see you next time. Take care. Be well. Bye.